cataloging this thing. So this is my 1977 K20 Silverado 4x4 with quite a lot of extras. So comes with a CD radio, a cassette deck with EQ. Just getting ready to rewire it. So probably going to change the color on it. I would really have always wanted a Tangier orange and white two-tone. So yeah, I'm gonna start working towards that. The motor needs some work. I do believe the engine runs, however, when the guy that was selling it had it up for sale, somebody came over and attempted to get it started, caused a fire, and then melted some wires. So I'm gonna redo the wiring harness. At this point, I'm kind of trusting that the motor's okay. If it's not, que sera. I'm not gonna worry about it. I've always wanted to rebuild a small block Chevy 350, which this has. So yeah, if I have to, we'll rebuild the motor. But I think this thing will probably run. I was able to hear it turn over because of the fire issue that they had. Like, there were some significant wires that were pretty cooked. The guy swore up and down though that it did run. After spending the afternoon with him, I didn't think he was a liar. I thought he was a pretty straight up dude. Yeah, had a good time just hanging out with the guy for the afternoon and hearing about the story of the truck. So yeah, it's pretty cool. The original owner, a man named Jack Davidson, former California highway patrolman, used to own this rig. And about a year and a half ago, he passed. And so technically, I guess I'd be the third owner, but really the man that sold it to me was his friend and never did anything with it. So the truck sat. And actually, when I got the pink slip from the man that sold it, it had never actually been turned over. He had never signed the paperwork, and I think Jack passed away before he got all that paperwork signed. So technically, when I went to the El Cajon DMV the other day, they basically they titled the truck over to me. So the only stipulation is right now I've got to get this thing smogged. So you're about to go through a journey with me getting this truck running, getting it prepped for smog and all that. Right now I suspect that the truck was a federal emissions vehicle and not a California smog vehicle. There's no smog pump. There's no catalytic converters on the truck. It has all the hallmarks of being a federal emissions truck. The only thing I'm missing is the RPO on the inside the glove box, and there's no emission sticker left on the air cleaner or anywhere under the hood. So by what I can gather so far, this truck is federal emissions truck. So I'm gonna go have a conversation with a referee and try to figure all that stuff out. I will try to get a reproduction sticker if I can, a decal, to help make that process maybe a little bit easier. But so far I haven't been able to find the decal. I can't even clarify for certain exactly which decal this thing would have had. So I've been on the search for that. If anybody's got any pictures of an original one, I would certainly be happy to look at it and use that maybe as an inspiration. But anyway, really cool old rig. There's a lot about it I really like, you know. Definitely when I saw that, I was pretty sure I knew the kind of gentleman that owned this vehicle before. It's got a winch on it, which matched the description of the gentleman that owned it, Mr. Jack. He's a hunter. Like to probably take this rig out camping, hunting. You can just tell. And then if you pop the back seat out, you got a standard gun rack back there, which as a man from Arkansas, I definitely appreciate. I dig the fact that there's a lock back there as well, so that's cool. I suspect I even have the keys for it. There was one set of full keys in the ignition. There was another full set of keys in the ashtray. I suspect one of them goes to that lock down there. And then even better, when I was digging through this thing and I was underneath it, I spotted these bad boys. So that's a set of keys just hanging off the back of the truck. I thought that was pretty cool. I'll probably just leave them there, at least for a little while. Eventually we'll probably take them out now that everybody knows where they're at. But yeah, very cool truck. We're gonna restore her and get her running first, and then start tackling some body issues. The major rust is obvious up here on the hood. I'll probably take a stab at fixing this myself. Yeah, I don't think that's too bad, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. It might just be cheaper to replace one with a reproduction part. And I want to get this bumper squared away, either re-chrome it, put it back the way it was, or strip it down and paint it. Not sure yet. I think I can get this old winch running, actually. It probably just needs a good lubing. It's got grease fittings on it. I think I'll have to open up the box and make sure it's got the right oil in it. Give it some electrical hookups and just see if it works. One cool thing is he put the pendant remote over here on the outside, so you can plug into this thing and get a 4-pin connection. So I'll do some testing with this and run a switch on it and just see what the pinout is and see if I can get it working. I suspect I'll be able to. All of the solenoids are there and they look pretty decent under the hood. Yeah, really clean truck, 4x4. Everything seems to move and operate the way it should. I do have a broken stud down there, so I'll have to deal with that. Should be pretty easy. I've done that before. Made that kind of fix. Under the hood, it's not too bad. Like I said, there was some fire damage under there. And while I was there with the seller who was trying to sell it, he decided to take some blue tape and run it over some of these wires to see if he could get it to turn over again. The truck turns over. It sounds like it's got good compression, but we'll see. I don't know. The hood lining, the inner lining, you can tell like there was a fire in there. Something melted off, but I think they got it put out in time. Looking at the distributor needs to be replaced. I've got an updated one coming. I got the distributor off the other day and looked inside, and everything in the inside looked okay. So if I have to replace some pieces inside there, that's okay. That's not a big deal. There's no play in the distributor though, which is a good sign. This little bad boy got cooked. I found one on eBay, so I've got that coming to replace it. It's got the charcoal canister. It seems to be in okay shape, even though it's a little cooked. And that'll rub out. And then the windshield wiper reservoir, you know, that'll be replaced. So I've got one of those coming. It's an AC truck, comes with everything you need. Still has the original jack, even some jack instructions. And I do have the air cleaner that's in the bed of the truck right now. So we'll get her up and running, I'm pretty sure. And if we don't, que sera, we'll rebuild this motor. I wouldn't mind, actually. But yeah, the next big step after I spend a little bit of this week just getting this truck cleaned up on the inside and under the hood, we're going to replace this wiring harness. So I've got a painless 202/05 full wiring harness to go through this thing and make it right. So yeah, keep up, subscribe, and follow me on this journey. Y'all take care. Later.